Oh, hello. You're just joining Fritz locked in a conversation, a debate with Ori Boulder. We got shit to do, so that's enough of that. Welcome to patch 3.5, The Far Edge of Fate, part 1. I may do both parts, it depends on how long this takes. The last bit. This is the last bit of Heavensward, the expansion at large, before we move into the next one, but the last section of each one is always split into 2 parts. First we gotta do shit for Tataru. Tidings from Girabania. What does the synopsis say? The threat of the Warriors of Darkness is no more! Unexpected reunions salve the ache of bittersweet farewells, and with their ranks further bolstered by the official induction of Alistair and Kryl, once more do the Scions of the Seventh Dawn set their feet upon fate's path and their gaze upon distant horizons. That's what's happening. Distant horizons. With Zidane. Me and Zidane are going off to explore distant horizons. Your motorbike is not supposed to be doing that. Rowena's House of Splendors. It's been a good while since I've last been in here. Years, even. Kill him! Especially that one. I don't like the Lalafels. I don't like their design. I think they're creepy. Their mouths are too small. She's gonna make you an outfit. It's what she does. Remember, it's her entire personality now. Her entire character arc was becoming a tailor. Anyway, I hope you like Ida, because if you don't... Oh, it's gonna suck to be you, my friend, because... we're basically gonna be spending an entire expansion pack with her.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
Missed everything.
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Urianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
I thought it was Urianger.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Please do. This game, it's a long game.
Thank you,
Alphino.
Alisaie. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Give a shit.
Should none of our number step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the orphan poor.
Thancred makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Shut up, no one asked you your opinion.
Oh my goodness, you're... Help! I need some help here!
Tataru, are you all right?
Yeah, Stormblood's come crashing in.
I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Yashola! Please, you have to help her!
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Now, we've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. But I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan Resistance.
And her skills at evasion aren't very good.
I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous.
She sounds like Philomena
but he's
Punk.
planning something new. Something
Bit boring,
reckless.
isn't it?
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in Ishgard. Explain the situation to Sir Emeric, and encourage him to send an envoy. Tataru, Krile, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from Girabania will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end.
What are you smiling about? Why are you happy about that?
The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
Why is he smiling? That was weird.
'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Going home to Ishgard! Hooray! Zoop! I always see Ishgard as like my home. It's like you spend so much time here, and they're all so nice to you. And Horshafont treats you like a brother. House Fortorn, Nemeric. I always miss Ishgard once this expansion's over. Nowhere else feels quite the same. Hey, look at Handle Soup. Remember Handle Soup? The Empire are gonna kill us all. I see. Right here. No. Don't have time for this shit. Don't have time for your democracy. I wonder who the envoy is gonna be. Run! Sprint! Oh, okay. Fritz, old boy! How wonderful to see you. You got armors now. Don't recall asking for your permission, but okay. Yeah, you go with Flower Pot Boy. I'm just gonna teleport there. It's alright with you.
I bid you welcome, my friends. As you will by now be aware, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have come into possession of certain intelligence concerning recent developments in the region of Gyr Abania. It springs, I am assured, from an unimpeachable source. Is that not so, Master Alphino?
Indeed, Elder Seedseer. Our information comes directly from a member of the Resistance's inner circle, and we have no cause to doubt its veracity.
This Griffin of theirs is a fool if he thinks he can hold Belsar's wall against the Empire. When the Imperials move to take it back, they will come in force, and the resulting fighting is all but certain to spill over into the Black Shroud.
At the Battle of Cartano, the combined might of 3 grand companies labored to contend with the remnants of but a single Imperial legion. Alone, Gridania would be hard-pressed indeed to hold back the tide, should the Garleans turn their minds from reclamation to invasion.
May I once more convey my nation's deepest regrets for our inaction in the days prior to the calamity. 'Tis a stain upon our ledger that I would fain remove. Elder Seedseer, I do hereby request leave to deploy a defensive force within the borders of Gridania. Ishgard's return to the Alliance shall be honored by more than mere ink upon parchment.
The Doman people too would join any effort that weakens our common foe. We are few, but our most seasoned shinobi are at your disposal.
So it's not really many of you left. We'll deal with that. We'll deal with that soon, don't worry.
I offer you my humble thanks. Gridania welcomes your assistance.
It is time we set our contingency plans in motion. Is the Alliance agreed? Then let us make ready for war. Victory favors the swift. There is much to be done.
The Council knows that Alamigo will not soon be wrested from the Empire, and its decision to bolster the border's defences seems eminently practical. Why then, brother, do you scowl so?
I agree that they have chosen the wisest course available. Indeed, the only reasonable one. Yet something feels awry. In making ready for war, is the Alliance not granting the Griffin the very thing he desired?
Yeah.
Any attempt to hold the ward is doomed to failure,
Asians more than Griffin, really.
But I wonder if we have misjudged the prize for which he plays.
I think by this point you can just kind of assume that the Asians are behind everything, Alpha now. You're just not paying enough attention to the plot. You need to pay more attention, man. This is what I'm saying, Alice. Like, this is what I'm saying about the writing in this game. Everything's overwritten. I get they're going for like a certain style of like language, which is fine, but one of the reasons the cutscenes take so long in this game is because the writers have this problem where they just can't edit things down. There's a lot of scenes that you just don't need to see to get what's going on, you know? And it doesn't really offer world building, it doesn't really offer character development. It's just fluff. Which is not that heavy a criticism, really. All things considered, but it's noticeable. And it adds up over time, you know? Like, this is not a short story. Like, I've been playing this game for about 70 hours now. We're just halfway through, you know? Like, not even. I don't think we're even halfway through, like, the main grand plot yet, so... Griffin on the wall. Like bits like this where you just have to like run to the location. I get that. That's just because it's an MMO. It's got to fit within the remit of an MMO, right? You can't just keep teleporting you around all the places like you would in a single player game. It's got to give you opportunities to break out and do other stuff. But it's just like some of the dialogue, it's like you just don't need it. We already know that Ida cares about Monago. We already know all of this already, you know? Like, these characters don't, but you can just assume that they talk to each other. This is what I'm talking about. Like, it's not the most egregious thing in the world. But all of these kind of scenes, they add up over time. They probably add, like, dozens of hours that you could just cut out. Kitty cat. I had a kitty cat. Sound very quiet, Elia. Onwards! Fly over the beasties! My most trusted companions, you say? Who am I gonna get? Is the real question. Baelsar's War is now available. I don't remember Baelsar's War. Like at all. I don't remember a lot of these later ones. Oh, my boys are back! Except we got a Lancer now because I'm the tank. So we don't have the tank boy anymore, but look at that cool hats! We got an inferior Dragoon with us as well. Won't be as good as old Fritz, but... Been a while since we fought the Empire. Oh, big doggy. Let's get him. Get the hippopotamus! No, get the sky armor! Get the pug necks! That's a silly name. Oh, I like tanking. I like gameplay. Gameplay's fun. I think I vaguely remember this one, actually. Here they come! Keep me alive! That was close! That's really close, guys! That was very close. Maybe wall-to-wall pulling isn't the best idea. But it's so fun! Oh, attack me! Pretty easy actually, isn't it? First boy, who are you? The Magitech Predator. Tank Buster! Ow! My HP. I used the wrong cooldown there for that one. Also, like my control key's like broken or some shit. When I get that big red glowy thing around me, it's using a tank buster, which is just something that does a ton of damage to you. You have to use one of your cooldowns to kind of reduce the damage he does. So you have to rotate through your cooldowns. Like this. I had to click it because I don't think my control key's working very well. If you don't, it'll probably like one-shot you, pretty much. That's about as complicated as tanks get, really, during boss fights. Tanking on this game is much easier than in other MMOs. You just get yelled at more when things go wrong. find healing the hardest on this game, out of all of them. We done? We done. What do I get? Nothing. Nothing useful. I gotta empty my bags out, man. Keep saying that, don't I? It seems you must ride this platform. Thank you. Thanks, Scion Lancer. Thanks for your input. I do vaguely remember this. Oh, I do remember this place. Come on guys, AoE! Use your AoE spells! We'll die much quicker. You don't have to be alarmed when they turn around. You know when they're attacking you because these gems here are red. If they go green, it means they're not attacking you. That's how you know. Think about MMOs is you don't actually have to look at the screen. You just look at all the information it gives you. Work it out that way. You don't actually look at the game part of the game, you look at the interface. Ooh. Never mind. Guys are so slow. Use your AoEs. Why don't you use AoE abilities? I love how Gunbreaker plays. It's so active. It gets even better as well as you level up. It's definitely more fun than some of the other tanks anyway. I've never tried Dark Knight out. Thinking about it. You're standing in front of him for, what are you doing? You're gonna have to heal me. There's a lot of boys. Lots of boys then. I did use my cooldown. Ow. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close. I was gonna die then. Cool. I'm a big fan of pew pew lasers. Easy. Just do the mechanics. It's easy when you do the mechanics and pay attention to what you're doing. Ooh, Bender choking. Choker of what? Choker offending. Ooh. Why did I not? That's a useful keyboard shortcut that I didn't know about. Very useful. When did I buy that? I don't remember buying that. That's not as good. Trying to wall-to-wall pull this boy. Oh god, where are they all? They're so far behind. If there's more than 3 enemies, you want to use your AoE abilities in terms of like optimal damage output. I think it's more than 3, right? Not more than 2. Might be more than 2. I don't remember. Oh, I didn't completely wall-to-wall pull. Probably for the best. That earring's gonna be no good for me. It's the Griffin boy. That guy, remember that guy? I actually didn't guess that twist first time around because I kind of forgot he existed. Would be the reason. Why don't you stand behind the boss? It's weird.
How'd you like these? Sloppy. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now. Yeah. How'd you like these? Yeah!
That charge is the best ability. I love it.
Yeah.
I do like this fight though, it's really active.
Yeah. 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 Sloppy. Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. sloppy.
For Alamigo!
I have you now.
Yeah. How'd you like this?
Yeah!
Pretty easy though. But they generally are, so sounds like the hardest game in the world. Outside of like Savage Extreme Raiding. Savage and Extreme Raiding, they're crazy. We did it! I got sod all loot from it, but we did it! Bye! Oh, not the griffin. Bye! See you next time, lads!
You've beaten me, aye. But you cannot stop what I've begun. Behold! A glimpse of things to come!
Nani?
We did it! We showed the bastards!
Aye! Victory is ours!
And who knows, lads? Mayhap the Eorzeans will finally see sense when the enemy turns up on their bloody doorstep.
This is for Alamigo, for Eorzea. They die that others may live.
Vanguards! Attack!
Seven hells! Do you hear that?
War machines. How did they get here so quickly?
Stand your ground! For the resistance!
Laurentius is a bit of a shit, isn't he?
There's nowhere to run! We're cut off!
Originally I was quite confused why they did this. It's actually because they're trying to summon a primal and they need the blood sacrifices, is why they're doing it. I didn't really understand at first, I kind of missed that part. I thought at first, oh, we've been triple crossed, but it's not that complex really.
Gods help us!
What are we thinking? The Empire's too big. Too powerful. Mighty Rhalgr, grant us the strength to crush our...
There you are.
As you can see, our infiltrators did not elude me for long. Lady Ugiri is sending for an airship even as we speak.
What do we do? This is a massacre!
How wonderful to see you, Commander.
Illbird. I should have known. This has to end. It has to end now!
Carlos Santana.
Do you not see your countrymen dying?
I might have known.
Have your ideals rendered you blind even to that? Order the retreat, and we will help your soldiers to safety.
Retreat? With the moment of my triumph so close at hand? You truly are a sheltered child, Leveilleur.
Oh no, he's got Nidhogg's balls.
Nidhogg's eyes. No abyss is too deep for you, I see. But trust me when I say that such power was not meant for mortal hands.
How long have I struggled to reach this point? My countrymen, so inured to the taste of defeat, they no longer balk at its bitterness, shouting my throat raw with rallying cries, only to be greeted with dull eyes and blank faces. My brothers and sisters in Ulda have surrendered to their apathy and their appetites. Were it not for the glint of Lodorito's coin, I doubt even those here now would have answered my call. Take back our homeland! Free Alamigo! Ha! They'll happily mouth the words, but they won't spill the blood. You say no mortal should wield these eyes? Then I shall gladly become a demon. I will suckle on the souls of the hopeless and liberate the homeland they no longer deserve.
That's pretty metal, I gotta say.
What exactly do you mean to do?
Did you hear their cries as victory was snatched away from them? Even with their dying breaths, they cursed the Empire. Never has their desire for vengeance been so raw, so true. A god has no need of faith when summoned by so pure a purpose.
Summoned? You cannot mean to fight the Empire with a primal! You know full well the danger, the futility of relying on such power!
Oh yes, I know their limitations. Which is why I will call upon a deity more terrible than the very black worm of the calamity itself.
What? Here? Now?
Like hells you will!
An ending to mark a new beginning. My pain, my longing, you shall have it all!
This light, is it...
His death completed the ritual. The primal is taking shape.
Well, can't we stop it? There must be something we can do!
There is one thing.
What? Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Master Louisoix briefly contained Bahamut by means of a potent spell of sealing. I will now attempt to do the same.
But that's impossible! We would need hours to collect the necessary ether, if not days!
Ah, Alphino, though I concede it may not always be apparent, I was ever your grandsire's finest pupil.
Tiptimati, of course! The staff still holds enormous power, broken or not.
Thanks.
Don't you dare, Papalimo! I know how that spell works. It is time to leave.
The atmosphere of this scene is on point now.
Quickly now, off you go! The further away, the better!
Absolutely on point.
No! If you're staying, then so am I.
No, Ida! There is a path only you can walk, and it must not end here, not like this! Take her! Please, you have to take her!
What? No! Damn it, Thancred! Put me down! Thancred!
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Hilda! I think he means now!
I bid thee farewell again, my dear Ida. Now, let us see how good a student I truly was.
So yeah, this is exactly what I'm saying, right? When the story is good, it's very fucking good. So I do feel like this cutscene should be voiced. Some of the cutscenes that aren't voiced really should be. Why do you need to send word? I can just teleport right there. That's in poor taste. That's in very poor taste. Well, that's where we'll leave it for this episode, because that's the end of part 1. don't think part 2 actually goes on for overly long, but I've also got a bit of a headache, so it's time for me to come off. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye!